Hello everybody, it's Victoria here and it's Friday. You know what that means. Time for another Friday Reads where we have a little chit chat about what we're up to this weekend and what our reading plans are. So first off, I want to start with a book that I actually finished earlier today, and that is A Study in Scarlet Women by Sherry Thomas. Sherry Thomas writes historical romance, and she has also written a fantasy YA series that I've read and enjoyed. And in this, we actually have kind of a gender-bent Sherlock Holmes. So we actually follow Charlotte Holmes and Mrs. Watson. This was kind of a hot mess. I'm gonna be honest. I have some feelings. I think I might do a review of this. I did enjoy it. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, but there were some issues, so I think I'm going to talk a little bit in depth in a review of this. The idea is definitely amazing, and I love that. But some of the narrative style, the narrative things that she employed in this was a little odd. Odd choices, definitely. All right, but moving on, I do want to talk about Fawcett in the Night. If you remember from last week, I had said that if I had time, I would pick this up. I did actually start reading this, and then I was like, duh, why are you reading a YA that's less than 300 pages before the booktubeathon when you should be reading it for the booktubeathon? So I actually put it down. I did get a little into it, so maybe it's a little cheating, me picking it up for it, but shh, don't tell anyone. So I was enjoying what I read so far, and I am excited to pick it up again, but just for the booktubeathon, so it's a nice, light, easier, not too long read. Moving on, the next thing is my Grace of Kings project by Ken Liu. This has been going great. Again, I'm just reading 20 pages a day or thereabouts and loving it. This is a high fantasy set in a fantasy set in a fantasy world that is loosely based on Asian, specifically Chinese history. And it's fantastic. I am loving it so much. I've actually cried twice now during it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but definitely enjoying it. If you haven't read this and you do enjoy fantasy, I would highly recommend this. The way that he's able to get you to care about smaller characters is amazing, while also continuing on the story of the two main characters, piecing it all together during a time of revolution. It's intriguing to see how it all plays out and what the end game is actually going to be. So definitely liking this as I continue through it. And then, last but not least, I picked up from the, library earlier this week, The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. So this is a Georgian, takes place sometime during the 1700s, it's not specified exactly when, and we follow Monty, who is in love with Percy, his best friend, and they are going on their grand tour of Europe, and they're tagged along by his sister. Yeah, no, not Monty's sister. Yes, Monty's sister. And so far I am about 140 pages in. This is a chunker. It's like over 500, but I'm just flying through this. The font in this is like huge. I don't know if you can see. I wouldn't normally pick this up, but it has been getting rave reviews, and it is historical with a main character that's bi, so I was like, that sounds interesting. I think I'm gonna give it a go. And like I said, so far I have been enjoying it, and I will probably finish it this weekend. Like I said, it is fairly thick, but it's been pretty easy reading. So I'm excited to continue on with this, and that's all for this one. So that's it for my Friday reads. What about you guys? What are you up to this weekend? Any exciting plans or exciting books that you're going to be diving into? Let me know down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!